From a resting temperature of 37 degrees Celsius at rest, body core temperature increases to varying degrees during exercise according to intensity and duration. When intense exercise is undertaken in hot and/or humid ambient conditions, the limitations in heat loss capacity intensifies the increase in all body temperature, sometimes exceeding 40 or even 41 degrees Celsius in well-trained athletes. Such an increase in body temperature challenges the body capacity to perform and can potentially jeopardize health. The most effective intervention one can adopt to improve performance in the heat and minimize the risk of heat illness is to heat acclimatize. Heat acclimatization by training in the heat improves sweating and skin blood flow responses, lowers resting body temperatures, reduces cardiovascular strain, improves fluid balance, increases plasma volume, and confers a better utilization of carbohydrate as fuel. This adaptation ultimately improves heat dissipation capacity, thermal comfort, and, as a result, improve performance in the heat by attenuating its influence. The magnitude or extent of adaptation is determined by the intensity, duration, frequency, and number of heat exposure, as well as the environmental conditions in which the training period is undertaken. The adaptation can be obtained by living and training in a naturally hot environment, which is called heat acclimatization, or by doing specific training sessions in an artificially heated room or laboratory, which is called heat acclimation. Inducing heat acclimatization outdoors in a natural setting likely provide adaptations that are more specific as the athlete experience direct exposure to the environmental and exercise conditions to be encountered during competition. Heat acclimatization is a relatively fast process, and the first adaptations are obtained within a few days. However, the main physiological adaptations are not complete until about 1 week. Ideally, the heat acclimatization period should last 2 weeks in order to maximize all benefits. Practically, athletes should train for at least 60 minutes per day in the heat, 1 to 2 weeks before any competition that will take place in hot ambient conditions. Naturally, any heat acclimatization protocol should be tested in training first prior to be implemented ahead of a major competition. Although heat acclimatization is the most effective countermeasure athletes can adopt to minimize the influence of heat stress on performance and minimize the risk of heat illness, they might also use external and internal cooling methods during warm-up to limit the increase in all body temperature before competing. External cooling methods include ice vest, cold towel, or fanning, whereas internal methods include the ingestion of cold fluid or ice slurries. Depending on the event and environmental conditions, athletes might also consider more aggressive cooling, such as cold water immersion. However, this technique is mainly beneficial for recovery from intense exercise. Rather, athletes participating in multiple events should consider mixing simple methods such as ice vest, fanning, cold towel, and ice slurry beverage ingestion. Practically, athletes participating in long-distance events can warm up whilst wearing an ice vest in hot ambient conditions to obtain the benefit associated with warming up while also limiting the increase in core temperature. In any case, warm-up and cooling methods should be tested and individualized during training to minimize disruption to the athlete on competition day. For more information about training and competing in the heat, please see the rest of our videos.